Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English? Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo here with my co-host Gwen.
Hi there.
Today's topic is something that applies to all of us, our daily routine.
Yes, from the moment we wake up to when we drift off to sleep, we all have habits and rituals that shape our days. But what exactly does a typical day look like for different people?
That's a great question. Throughout this episode, Gwen and I will be sharing our own routines, from our morning wake-up rituals to our after-work wind-down strategies.
We'll also be exploring some common themes and tips to help you craft your own routine for a productive and balanced life.
All right, listeners, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed our conversation about daily routines.
Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English? Let's go.
Today, we're going to talk about our daily routines, starting with our morning wake-up.
That's right. So, Gwen, how do you start your day?
Well, I usually wake up around 7 a.m. every morning. My alarm clock goes off, and the first thing I do is turn it off. Then, I stretch my arms and legs to wake up my body.
That sounds like a good way to start the day. I'm usually up a little earlier, around 6:30 a.m. As soon as I hear my alarm, I get out of bed. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water to hydrate myself.
That's a great habit, Leo. Staying hydrated is so important, especially in the morning. After I turn off my alarm, I like to take a few deep breaths before getting up. It helps me feel more alert and ready to start my day.
Taking a moment to breathe and center yourself can make a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. So, what do you do after your morning stretches and deep breaths?
The next thing I do is head to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. It helps me feel refreshed and ready to start my day.
I like to do the same thing. After I drink my water, I also go to the bathroom to freshen up. Then, I like to make a cup of coffee to help me wake up fully.
Coffee is a must-have for many people in the morning, isn't it? Do you have any other morning habits that you follow?
Yes, after my coffee, I take a few minutes to plan out my day. I make a to-do list and review my schedule to make sure I'm prepared for the tasks ahead.
That's a great idea. Having a plan for the day can really help you stay organized and focused. Well, it sounds like we both have our own unique ways of starting the day. But the common thread is that we both take the time to wake up, hydrate, and get ready for the day ahead.
Gwen and I talked about our morning wake-up routines. Now, let's move on to the next part of our day, breakfast.
Breakfast is such an important meal to start the day. What are some of your favorite breakfast foods?
Well, one of my go-to breakfast options is oatmeal. I like to make it with milk and add some fruit, like bananas or berries. It's a really healthy and filling way to start the day.
Oatmeal is a great choice. It's packed with fiber and nutrients that can help keep you full and energized. I personally love to have eggs for breakfast. Whether they're scrambled, fried, or poached, eggs are a delicious and protein-rich option.
Eggs are definitely a classic breakfast food. I also really enjoy having toast with avocado or peanut butter. It's a simple but tasty and satisfying meal.
Absolutely. Toast with toppings is a great way to get some carbohydrates and healthy fats in the morning. And don't forget about breakfast drinks. I always have a glass of orange juice or milk with my meal.
Breakfast is so important because it helps fuel our bodies and brains after a long night of sleep. It gives us the energy and nutrients we need to tackle the day ahead.
Exactly. Skipping breakfast can really make you feel sluggish and unfocused. That's why it's important to take the time to have a healthy and satisfying meal in the morning.
Now, let's move on to the next part of our daily routine, work or study time.
As someone who works from home, my work routine looks a little different than someone who commutes to an office. But the basic steps are the same.
Okay, tell us more about your work routine, Gwen.
Well, the first thing I do after breakfast is head to my desk. I make sure my computer is turned on and that I have all the supplies I need, like pens, paper, and my planner.
Having your workspace organized and ready can really help you feel focused and productive.
Exactly. Once my computer is on, I check my calendar and to-do list to see what tasks I need to accomplish. I like to prioritize my work and make a plan for the day.
That's a smart approach. It's important to have a plan, but also to be flexible in case something unexpected comes up.
Definitely. What about you, Leo? How does your work or study routine look?
As a student, my routine is a bit different. I start my day by packing my bag with the materials I need for my classes, like my notebook, textbooks, and laptop.
What do you do once you arrive at school?
Well, the first thing I do is find a quiet spot to set up my workspace. I'll usually choose a desk or table in the library or a study lounge. And just like you, Gwen, I try to take breaks throughout the day to recharge. It's important to balance my work and study time with some downtime.
Here, ready for some fun English. Let's go.
Let's look at some new words in the conversation above. Hydrate, meaning to provide or restore the water content of something. Example, drinking water regularly throughout the day helps hydrate your body. Refreshed, meaning feeling energized and revitalized after a rest or break. Example, after a good night's sleep, I felt refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Prioritize, meaning to decide the order in which things should be done, with the most important things done first. Example, to be productive, I try to prioritize my tasks and focus on the most important ones first. Recharge, meaning to regain energy, strength, or enthusiasm. Example, taking a short break during the day helps me recharge and come back to my work with renewed energy. Productive, meaning achieving a significant amount of output or work. Example, developing a morning routine has helped me become more productive throughout the day.
Here, ready for some fun English. Let's go.
What are some of the common morning habits that Gwen and Leo describe in the script? Answer, some of the common morning habits described in the script include waking up early, turning off the alarm, stretching, deep breathing, washing their face, brushing their teeth, and making coffee or other breakfast drinks. How do Gwen and Leo's work and study routines differ, and what do they have in common? Answer, Gwen's work routine involves setting up her desk, checking her calendar and to-do list, and taking breaks, while Leo's study routine involves packing his bag, finding a quiet study spot, and balancing work with breaks. However, they both emphasize the importance of having a plan and staying organized throughout the day.
Here, ready for some fun English. Let's go.
We're going to talk about something that's important for all of us, our lunch breaks.
Having a good lunch break can make a big difference in how the rest of our day goes.
What does your typical lunch break look like?
Well, as a busy student, I try to keep my lunch pretty simple. I usually have a sandwich or a bowl of soup. I find that heavy or greasy foods can make me feel a bit sluggish, so I try to avoid those.
I like to have something healthy and nutritious to keep my energy up. My go-to is usually a big salad or a sandwich with some fruit.
And it's not just about the food. I also try to use my lunch break to relax and recharge a bit. I like to find a quiet spot on campus where I can read a book or listen to calming music. It really helps me relax and feel refreshed for the rest of the day.
I'll take a short walk around the office or do some light stretching. It helps clear my mind and gets me ready for the second half of the workday.
The key is finding what works best for you. Everyone's lunch routine is a little different, but the important thing is to take that time to nourish your body and recharge your mind.
Absolutely. Having a good lunch break is such an important part of maintaining a healthy daily routine.
Now, let's talk about what we do in the afternoons.
The afternoon is a really important part of our daily routines.
Definitely. As a student, my afternoons are usually filled with classes, studying, and homework.
I can imagine that keeps you pretty busy. For me, as a working professional, my afternoons tend to be full of meetings and projects.
Meetings, huh? What kind of meetings do you usually have in the afternoon?
All sorts of things. Team meetings, client calls, discussions about new ideas. It's important to stay organized and on top of everything.
I have some meetings too, like with my professors or study groups. It's a good way to stay connected and get help with our work.
And of course, we both try to fit in some light exercise or activity during the afternoon as well.
Yes. For me, I like to take a quick walk around campus or do some light stretching. It helps me re-energize and refocus before diving back into my studies.
Same here. I often go for a short walk around the office or do a few yoga poses at my desk. It's a great way to get the blood flowing and clear my mind.
It's all about finding those little ways to take care of ourselves, even when we're busy. Now, let's move on to an important part of our daily routines, bedtime.
Having a good bedtime routine is so important for getting a good night's sleep.
As a student, I really try to stick to a consistent bedtime routine. It helps me wind down and get ready for a restful night.
I find that having a bedtime routine helps me relax and prepare for the next day.
So, Gwen, what does your bedtime routine look like?
Well, I usually start by brushing my teeth and washing my face. It's a simple thing, but it helps me feel clean and refreshed.
That's a great first step. I do the same thing. Brushing my teeth is so important for keeping my mouth healthy.
Absolutely. After that, I like to read a book for a little while. It helps me relax and unwind before bed.
Reading is such a nice way to wind down. I actually do something similar. I read a few pages of a book or listen to some calming music. And, of course, we both try to get to bed at a reasonable hour, don't we?
Definitely. As much as we might want to stay up late, getting enough sleep is so important for our health and well-being.
A good night's sleep sets us up for success the next day.
Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English?
Let's look at some related words. Routine, meaning a regular way of doing things. Example, I have a morning routine that I follow every day. Unwind, meaning to relax and become less tense. Example, reading a book helps me unwind after a stressful day. Recharge, meaning to regain energy or strength. Example, I took a short break to recharge my energy before the next meeting. Nourish, meaning to provide with the food or other substances necessary for growth, health, and good condition. Example, eating a balanced meal nourishes my body and gives me energy. Self-esteem, meaning confidence in one's own worth or abilities. Example, reflection can help us feel proud of ourselves for saying no instead of guilty.
Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English?
All right, listeners, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed our conversation about daily routines.
Remember, there's no magic formula. The key is to find what works best for you. Experiment and discover a routine that keeps you feeling energized, productive, and happy.
And hey, if you have any questions or tips about routines you'd like to share, don't hesitate to leave a comment below or reach out to us on social media.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.